So go to stewcells.ca, see all the photos, the videos, and give me Stu a call for a personal tour.
Hello everyone. We're at the Stu Cells Tankard in Barrie, Ontario. Steve Robert here.
Not by. Love to tap that red. Turn.
Leaving the was concerned about.
I think you're strolling like crazy right now.
With hammer.
Well,
Scott's playing the straight draw, full forefoot, needs a piece of the button to score here in the first at the Stu Cells Tankard at the Barrie Curling Club. Hi everyone, back in Barrie. I think you've had the video streaming. I have not been cut by the broadcast team yet, just a couple of technical issues. And we also hope to that we've solved some buffering issues as well. Fairly new setup here in Barrie, and the guys are doing a great job. We're back. Quite a few misses out there in the first end by both teams, but a little bit more consequential to the Howard rink as Morozumi stole the first end and lead 1-0 after one. We're on third stones here in the second end. That's a really nice shot by Yuto Matsumura. Really nicely controlled weight. And as I said, there were a few misses in the first end by both teams. These are a couple of professional teams, and it won't take them long to sort this out. Yusuke Morozumi ranked 30th in the world currently. Haven't played that much this year yet. They were finished 4th at the 2019 World Curling Championships. Glenn Howard has won 41 World Championships. No, maybe a little less than that. The Wizard of Winter. And this team's been together for some years now. Second shot for Vice Yuto Matsumura. He'd like to hook a piece around this. Didn't quite get under.
You like nose?
Leaves that top 4 yellow exposed for a possible double, or even if they rolled a hair under and just clipped the back one, it's a good shot. That other yellow stone is back 4 foot. Tim is
Hard, you gotta go, you
working
gotta go.
hard on this.
Go, go, go. Oh my God. Get out, right out, get out.
a little slip up by the Howard rink. They're throwing it to Tim. They're throwing it to Tim, but they threw it a couple of times. They threw it a little too much to Tim, and even he couldn't hold that out. One of the best brushers in the world. They demand a lot out of Tim, and they broom accordingly. But that monster can only do so much. Yusuke Morozumi. Skip for this Japanese rink. Throwing his first. Yusuke was coaching earlier today. Japanese women's team.
I thought it was a ton of ice. Got a little hook to it though, but you throw the line, I got my throw. It's curling like crazy. That is a little soft.
As they were handing it to Haley Armstrong.
I think so. It was almost normal. It's fast, Scott. How's that?
With that bunching of rocks over on the side of the 8'2" is certainly still in play for Scott Howard. Scott's first.
Whoa, whoa!
Hard, Dave, and they will not get a roll.
Shot. That was the right weight.
That rock is entirely exposed, and Morozumi can hit it and roll just about anywhere in the rings and achieve his force. to tuck that under, and that's a very good shot. It makes the scoring area a little bit smaller, and just
Good speed.
draw a little bit more delicate. Scott Howard again under a bit of pressure. Wants to draw full 4 foot. And you know, between Scott's throw and these brushers, they're going to be trying to nail that tee line right now. That's what they're going to play this as. They're cleaning. A little hard clean by Tim. On and off, looking like the brushers like it. Now they're not touching it.
Don't touch it.
Little deep. That'll be a steal of 1 for Yusuke Morozumi, and we'll be back. How about that Living Water Resort? What a place in Collingwood. Highly recommend it. We're back in Barrie at the Stu Sells Tankard. A couple of steals have team Yusuke Morozumi out in front 2-0. Long way to go in this one. For those of you who've stayed with us through some buffering issues, thank you very much. And if when you're out there, please let your friends know that we're back up and running if we lost some of them. We appreciate all the comments in Japanese on the YouTube page. Great to see everyone get involved. We're here in Barrie, Stu Sells Tankard. Glenn Howard has put up one corner guard, and they're looking to take advantage of that back 8 foot Morozumi rock by coming top 8, top 4, touch top 4 around this center guard. Still getting caught on speed. That's a little bit behind the tee line, back button.
15半でいける ?15 半でいける OK OK
If Team Howard's going to sort this out, now would be a good time. Meanwhile, they're down 2-0 with hammer early in the third end. Ryotaro Shakuya throwing second stones for this Morozumi rank out of Nagano, Japan. It's a nice shot. In turn, tap freeze called by Glenn Howard. He'd love to move that stone just to the back of the forefoot
You got weight.
in order to protect this rock.
You on the
Saying
red?
that Tim is heavy.
Way by.
We're going to try and play this deflection.
Oh man, gotta get in the.
Little heavy, wicked off that guard and spilled out the side.
そうね OK
Opportunity for
中間ぐらいでやる感じ
Morozumi to put more pressure on.
OK Whoa, 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 whoa. Whoa, 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 whoa. Whoa. Whoa.
So Glenn would like to almost achieve the same thing as the last shot, but by a little bit different means. Removing one of the yellows in the forefoot and just roll across to the corner of that yellow on the button and dealing with that rock a little bit later. When you're behind, the degree of difficulty starts to go up.
それが2回目だともっと滑るかって感じじゃないああ、相手が結構オーバーしてるってことは。
Morozumi is certainly going to want to deal with this stone. And where it ends up will be the interesting part. That guard is so long. Howard has chosen not to deal with it. Very nice throw and well-managed rock.
Nice way. いや、12半ちょうどぐらいだよ。
Scott wants to have a word with Glenn.
Here.
That's not off.
Back 8? Yeah.
Dave Mathers, in-turn tap and attempting to roll behind the red corner.
Okay, weight's good. Hard. You got the weight. Heavy. Heavy. Hard. You gotta go, Tim. Hit the top.
Really curling. They're going to try to hit this a little bit fuller.
Okay.
Our team is just not getting a lot out of these shots, but that did stay in the rings.
Okay.
1コースとちょうど平行。この投げた石がね、シューターが平行になって。
Yusuke Morozumi
今サイドの黄色がティーラインで、ここら辺にあるぐらい。1個押すと若干こっちが高くなる。
the danger of the placement of those two yellows.
Okay. #89 ちょっとウェイトアップだ。
Like to put another one in the 4-foot for a bit of insurance. A little heavy and wide. I think they're going to get something out of it. Didn't really prevent the shot that they feared.
Too fit. Okay. What do you think? How's that?
Yes, you can.
Pretty natural double here and an opportunity for Team Howard. But it's pretty tough to leave the shooter in a spot that won't leave something for Morozumi to blow up.
Whoa.
Dave Mathers gotta go, and he has nothing. Error.
I don't know. He has to hook that. That does not curl there. That curl.
Glenn's a little perplexed, talking about Dave's release with Scott. Now want to get that positive feedback back to Dave through Scott.
あんまりこっち側にポケット作りたくないのと。そうね。
So Glenn says that should not have curled that much. questioning whether he hooked the release. They probably are also keeping an eye on the stones.
Okay. 15.54。あれよりも多分滑ってると思う。若干。ああ、来てる。Okay. Okay.
Here at the Barrie Curling Club, Yusuke Morozumi, his first, as they continue to make life difficult for the great Glenn Howard.
5、5、6、5、6。
I think they may have covered enough of the inside of that yellow rock over on the side to prevent the attempt at that same double.
Shot? Can he get enough of that to get it? I don't think so, eh? I think that's a shot.
They looked at it, but yes, they feel that it's too tough to get to the inside of that side 8-foot rock. Try to make the simple freeze tap, hope to leave room for 2. But certainly we've got to score this end.
Dead free. Okay.
I'd like to take a couple feet off that.
Freeze may leave the Morozumi slash on that rock on the right on the 8-foot. A little bit light.
ウェイト同じぐらい同じでいけると思う。全く同じでちょうどクリーンでちょうどだと思う。
Yusuke Morozumi with his foot on the throat right here. Who would love to sink one and make it very difficult for Scott Howard to score. Here in the third end at Barrie, Stu sells Tankard.
8、7、8、9、8、8、8。しっかりぶつかってるよ、もう。ウェイターいいよ、もう。ウェイターもいいよ。フリーズしてるわ。
Very nice shot. Is the pin available?
this. This is gonna go back.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah, just quarter rock or 4 weight.
Very delicate shot once again here for Scott Howard. Attempting to score
So
here in the third.
It's really hard, but back 4. I got to hit a quarter of that yellow, and it's just going to roll 2 inches of a shot. So I was thinking
Pretty ambitious project here
5 feet.
by the Howard team, but this is really the only shot. Scott is talking about hitting that top button rock about a quarter with back 4 weight and roll a few inches to try to outcount the other yellow.
Whoa, Tim, whoa!
But they haven't been close yet.
Dave! Clean! Dave! Go, go, go!
Really nice shot by Scott. Really nice shot. And however, it's a steal of 1. And when we come back, we'll be seeing double corner guards here in Barrie. Not a lot has gone right so far for the Howard rink. And even though they gave up a steal in the last end to go down 3-0, tremendous shot by Scott Howard to avoid further damage. And as I promised, we've got 2 corner guards. Ryotaro Shakuya throwing second stones for the Morozumi rink, keeping the play toward the center. He'll try and leave this a little bit short of the rings so that when Howard has to deal with it, he can't roll in behind the corners. A little bit of an opening. Looks like Glenn is going to call for Tim to hit the exposed side of that rock on the button to roll behind the corner. Tim March would like to say hi to Chase. How you doing, Chase? Are you out there? Let us know in the comments. Chase, are you there? Your dad says hi. Let's see if he can give you a good one here. This was another option, always. Pretty good result.
ね、俺もそう思う。
Morozumi wants to get rid of the corner guard and that rock. (2019) World Curling Championships, 4th place finisher, Yusuke Morozumi. Second stone thrower, Shakuya-san. Great shot. Howard still has to ignore those. Go around the corner. He's not desperate yet to throw a second corner this late in the end, but he's got to go hard for it too here in the 4th.
Let's see.
Nice looking shot by Tim. Hopefully Chase caught that one. I'm a little surprised Morozumi is choosing to go around the corner with a 3-0 lead. However, I'm a club curler and he's an international star.
Go, chop down that, chop down that. Go. Wait, wait. 6、7、7、7、ちょっとアップだ。ちょっとアップだ。アップだ。
I didn't like the call that much. If he peels that corner guard, then Glenn's got to make a decision about whether he's coming in yet or not. And it's probably too early to come in, so he might have delayed with another corner. When I say come in, I mean come into the pile on the 4-foot.
Yep. Whoa. Yep.
Dave Mathers. Not a bad result. He's got some backing. Two rocks are in the rings, top 4 foot. There's 2 yellows, back 4. Get a half shot out of Morozumi, and there's a great chance for 2 or more in this end.
Yep.
They are working this hard, and if it held it out nicely. Well managed shot. Or not. Turned out they held it out a little bit too much. Leaves Howard line 2 with a corner. And life's getting better for them. Dave Mather's second. Wants to come around that corner.
It's got to be higher. It's heavy, it's heavy.
Bit of a pocket back there.
Way lighter than
15.5 ぐらい。ちょっと跳ねる分には微妙か。でもこっち側に行っちゃったらダメだもんね、もうね。OK。15半。
I believe this is first shot for Skip Yusuke Morozumi.
Wants
to freeze back into that pocket left by Dave Mathers. Okay, more opportunity. Scott wants to hit that and roll away. Really good situation for Howard now. They have to execute. Trying to come up with a way to stay out of the double. Which is very difficult. But I think they'd be very pleased to allow a double and have an easy shot for a 3.
Hard, Tim! Hard, Tim!
Leaning on Tim again, and Tim is leaning on his broom.
Keep going.
Got to go hard.
Keep going. Keep going.
Nice throw, great scrub. I don't know if there's anything more than a double there available for Yusuke
like what?
Morozumi.
Did you want to take it? I did. Like I thought it jumped early, and then he held it like crazy.
And then it curled at the end.
Morozumi looking for a way to get more than 2, or at least to make the two and roll some more difficult. Notably on top of that red rock on the side 8-foot,
Okay.
to make it difficult
Okay.
for the Howard rink to score their 3.
Oh. Okay. 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 Okay.
He may be throwing this hard to get both the double and the roll. I hope at home you're putting a stopwatch on it. We'll see what you get.
Nice.
Perfectly executed. So,
Nice. All right.
7-second peel weight hit on that and rolled over to the corner. Scott has, from what I can see, 2 options. Well, I guess there's a third option there. Drawing for shot is 1. I don't think they're going to like to go down 2 without hammer. Another one is to run that red straight back, or nearly straight back, onto the yellow to score 3 that way. Or there is a really thick double off the 2 yellows.
Definitely there.
The thing about the thick double is they not only have to hit that second yellow, they have to move it far enough to try to make the other 2 reds count. I think they're going to play that straight run. I don't have an overhead, but from here it
This
looks
is there.
easier.
You have to hit this one though. Board. I like board.
Thanks. Yeah, it's tough. They want to play a delicate run back such that they keep both of those reds that are currently in the house and add the object stone.
Whoa. Yeah, whoa.
I
Yep.
want to raise this and hit about a half to a
Yep.
third of that yellow
Whoa.
rock.
Yep. 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 Hard. Hard.
Well done. What a shot. Well executed. Nice shot, Scott. Well called, Glenn. Glenn was right up at that rock,
Well, he deserved it.
directing
Score
traffic,
there.
because he knew exactly where he wanted to hit that stone that was being raised.
You know,
Great lesson, juniors.
out of that one.
We'll be right back. 3-3 tie.
Sakes. Couple of bone.
We are here at the RBC Bloor West Village branch, and I'm here with two of their best mortgage brokers, Keith Joel and Dave Thompson. RBC has been an amazing sponsor of my curling season for about 10 years. And Keith, why is it so important to be involved in the community and sponsor youth sports?
First of all, Stuart, it's been a fantastic 10 years. I'm so happy to be involved, and so is RBC. We enjoy being out there, meeting all the curlers, and having a lot of fun along the way. So thanks for that.
I just want to say I'm with you. I'm a big supporter of the community, and I just want to let everyone know all my mortgages with RBC, all my accounts with RBC. It's an amazing bank. These are great mortgage brokers. So look, go to rbc.com and come into the Bloor West Village branch and visit these great guys.
Imagine being able to stream every curling game from every sheet from any event, be it your Wednesday league game, bonspiel, or corporate event. Curling Stadium offers an all-inclusive streaming solution featuring high-quality cameras, ease of use, great reliability, and minimal installation. Offering your sponsors customizable ad space on your streamed curling games and being able to sell video packages to your corporate events for increased revenue. With Curling Stadium, you can stream to any device, be it your mobile phone, tablet, or computer. Push the feed to your desired platform, be it Facebook, YouTube, or any other social media. Curling Stadium is simply the way forward. Where it's commonplace in other sports to televise every game, we want to do the same. Curling is a global sport, and it's time it gets the coverage it needs. Make your curling club the next Curling Stadium.
Add Curling Stadium to your curling club. We're back in Barrie. A 3-3 tie. I'm reinvigorated. I'm not choosing sides, but now we got a game on. Little fist pump action from Scott Howard on a delicate run back for 3 to tie this match up. Playing the fifth end, Yusuke Morozumi of Japan with Last Rocks. Funny how these things go. There's a little bit of an opening as that Japanese stone is left open.
Shot.
As I said,
Board.
in the third end, Scott Howard made a great shot to only give up one.
The run's the best shot.
But as I said, they could take some momentum from that great team shot. And they tacked on a terrific team end, and they're back in the game.
Nose hair high.
Yusuke Morozumi will not be intimidated, however. Not a bad result, but also not a fantastic trade for a center guard at this point.
I sallied pretty hard. That was a good shot.
Team Howard would certainly love to thank all of their tremendous sponsors. New Floors Penticton, Whamco Waterworks, some of the best waterworks you're ever going to see. BrokerLink Insurance, VR Mechanical, a tremendous sponsor of curling for many years. Balance Plus Curling Supplies. Those are the shoes I wear. Murphy Chung Accountants. That's Tim March works for Murphy Chung. J.D. Barnes.
I was thinking normal, boys. Like, you really want to keep your shooter.
Here comes Tim now. Really wants to keep the shooter. He's trying to run this back. He's got to deal with those stones on the forefoot, and he wants to keep a center guard. Not happening this time. Morozumi calling for the rare center guard with hammer. There's just not a lot else going on for Howard. You don't see the center guard too often. There's not much going on other than that red corner way over on the side could be lurking if you're going to throw a center against yourself. I'll throw a center guard with hammer maybe once a season, and then I have to take a shower as soon as I get off the ice because you feel dirty. And they didn't make it. That really opens the door. Show an appeal. He wants to get. Oh. So what the Howard team has considered is the fact that if they make this double now and don't keep the shooter, Morozumi goes around that guard and they're chasing anyway.
I really want to stay on your.
I still think it's the call because I don't know what a great alternative is. Make this double. That guard's pretty long, so go ahead and chase. Cooler heads prevail. Hit this a hair high, roll away from that guard just a little bit. Stay in the out 8 foot and make it difficult to get around the guard.
Hard. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Yep, hard.
Good shot by Dave. Really nice.
Good shot.
I think that was always the shot. Glenn would like to start to bring play over toward that guarded area to possibly achieve a force here in the 5th and take the hammer in 6 down 1.
9.7
Nose was not bad there because the roll was possibly going to be behind the tee line anyway. So they might get a chance to do this next time, which is why Morozumi is going to try to roll away from the guard. So a bit of a green light. It's a tough shot, but they weren't able to roll away. So it's Scott's first.
Board weight, boys, try to make the roll.
Yeah, even overroll.
That's exactly what I said too.
Board weight, try to make the roll. They're going to go hard for this force.
Clean.
Right to nose. It's not bad. But Morozumi now has his eyes on a soft deuce.
It's pro. All right.
He can go for the roll now with very little danger of, well, no danger of ending up behind the tee line. And the rock will be deep enough to probably not act as a guard as well. Tough to make this perfect though, because that yellow guard is pretty long. Straighter ice here in Barrie though, so even a long guard has some value.
Up, up.
They're certainly not getting a roll behind center. In fact, they're rolling out. It's an opportunity for Scott to put the force on. We're here in Barrie. It's been a great week of weather. Curling started yesterday. We're Friday afternoon, well into this Stu Sells Tankard. There's a men and a women's side here, and there's also junior event, men and women. Scott Howard trying to sink one. As I said, the guard's a little bit long, but the ice is a little straight too. So it's a good chance.
Hey, it's gotta curl a ton.
It's going to curl.
Yeah, no. Whoa!
Came out the other side a little bit, not much.
That's good.
Morozumi opting to draw the 4-foot for the single. From where I am, I'm a little surprised he's not making the pick for the blank to carry the hammer into the even end. However, there may not be a lot of that rock showing.
Okay.
Plus, you got to make the draw. Sweeper's backing off. Sweeper's backing way off. That's good. One yellow. Morozumi carries the 4-3 lead into the 6th end, and we'll be right back in Barrie.
I came to Val Marie to see where my mother was born, and it turns out she lived along the Northwest Mounted Police Trail. So every morning, my mom would get up, and that's the view she would have. 70 Mile Butte. Named that because it's halfway between Wood Mountain and the east end of Cypress Hills, and that's the police patrol line. And she will walk that line to school, to Val Marie, every day. What I know for sure is that whenever I need to step back and take a look at the bigger picture, this is where I come. Here, you can see more than 20 kilometers in every direction. I came for the homestead, but the butte brought me home.
Back here in Barrie, the Stu sells Tankard, and we've got a good one. The legend Glenn Howard throwing lead stones for his rink versus Yusuke Morozumi of Japan. Not sure where this Howard rink is playing out of these days. Is it Penetanguishene, Midland, Coldwater? Somebody write in, let me know.
6-7-6 レディオ6-5-6
Try to squeeze this one around their own center guard. And that's a brilliant shot and well scrubbed.
Yes.
Scott is calling for his dad to freeze on that rock that was just thrown by Masaki EY. The lead for Morizumi.
Keep going. That curl.
Moved it off the 4-foot, but
Better over there.
did not achieve the intended shot, which was to make it more difficult to remove this red stone this early in the end. Some great brushing going on by this Japanese team. They work hard at the high frequency. Not a great roll there as they come behind the tee line back button. Opportunity for Tim March, throwing second stones for the Glenn Howard rink here in Barrie.
Hey. Room. Got a curl at time. Where are we?
Calling back 8.
Go, Scott. Go, 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 go.
I don't know if Glenn Howard wanted Scott to brush that deeper, or if he didn't want Morozumi to brush it deeper. The sheet straightening out a little bit down that 4-foot line now. They were caught a little bit. Glenn calling for back 8 weight, and having watched that last one, you're not going to see this broom far off of the edge of the rock.
Whoa, whoa. Close. Whoa. Scott. Scott. Getting better. Dave,
Getting better. They got a carve.
Dave.
Terrific shot by Tim. Well managed, well called, well brushed. Great team shot. Morozumi not willing to sacrifice that center guard yet. Wants to bring one right on top of that red. and hopefully deal with the 4 foot a little bit later.
岩井さんだ、岩井さん。5! ダメだ、岩井さん入って、岩井さん入って。5!
You don't have to be shot stone after every rock is thrown, kids. Pretty good throw. And it's a problem for Glenn, especially since that center guard still exists. The nose run is an option. Gets rid of the yellow. Probably gets rid of no reds.
今のフリーズが多分3。多分そうですね。あ、微妙かも。
Right on the nose, you'd spill the center guard object rock as well as 2 of the yellows. However, they're choosing to come around the center, freeze up to that yellow. I would have liked to see the center yellow being run straight back, but I understand the danger of running your opponent's rock in there as well.
Yeah, hard line. Long gone. Really?
Not sure if that caught something. They didn't seem to indicate that.
Okay.
Overcurled and 15 feet light, so I suspect there's more to that than just the release of the stone. And this puts Morozumi in a good force position. I'd like to sink one a little bit around that center.
あ、ちょっと速そう。ちょっと速そう。ちょっと速そう。ちょっと速そう。
I don't think they want to fully bury.
Oh, oh. Nice.
They've got to run that center now. The red raise is hooked by David's last shot.
You leave the shooter. Yeah, and if he ever misses them. Yeah, because if we take this one, we got to leave a guard. No, but if we're running it though, so we got to leave it there. Yeah.
Let's have a listen.
Then he just hammers, yeah. Is it? Yeah. Yeah, yeah. If you could ever get rid of those 3 yellow, I don't.
That's not good because we're going to stop them. Yeah.
This one much
That's money. That's what I mean. If it takes that, that's money. I don't hate that.
So nose run back, the result of which will be, no, beg your pardon. He's going to pick the top 4 Yellowstone and attempt to get rid of a couple of yellows that way.
Yep. Whoa, whoa. Yep.
What a shot. What a shot. They almost got off of that, or did. Couldn't get back in time for Glenn's command to sweep. A little bit of a rub and a fairly fortunate result. However, Yusuke Morozumi still has a chance to lock one in there for the force.
He's got to be careful right now, I'll be honest with you. If he knows that red one, how much of this red one goes? He doesn't like going.
And now what? You're gonna fucking put one behind and then start chipping away.
そこまでいかないぐらい。 Okay. Okay. Yeah, 6、7。ちょっと上がる。こうだ、こうだ。入れていいよ。7、7、8、7、8、8、8。ベートあるよ、ベートあるよ。ベートあるよ。
Rolled off just a little, but he's still got a corner on that red stone. From where I am, looks like there's a couple of choices. He can hit what he sees with some weight, or he can try to get just to the nose, knock it back to the 8-foot, and sit his additional red top 4. We're in Barrie. Stu's in Barrie. Come on by the Barrie Curling Club. Have a Chardonnay with Stu. Thanks for tuning in. Love seeing the comments.
What about just peel the card? Can't make that.
I'm Steve Robert here in Barrie, along with this fantastic production team of Cole and Thomas. I think Scott would like to get just to the nose of this, bump it a little bit to unlock from that red corner, and have an opportunity to play something on his last.
Hard! 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 Whoa! Yep! Hard! Hard!
Tim is working this
Hard!
thing.
Come on, Tim!
Come
You
on.
got a beauty! You gotta
Tim
go,
is
Tim!
working it.
You gotta go, Tim! Go, Tim! Go, 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 go! Oh.
I just don't think Tim tried hard enough on that.
That was so good. I knew it was gonna go, that's why I stayed on it.
Sorry, Tim. Morozumi is really trying to lock down this force. I don't think he has anything better than that. But he certainly does see danger. There could be some danger lurking if he doesn't put this in a good spot. Matter of fact, there are a couple of ways for him to make Scott's last stone for a crooked number a little bit easier. So I think that's what he's trying to be careful of. They're on this, and there's a chance they're going to leave a big opening. As I said, there were some ways to make Scott's last shot easier, and that was one of them. Can he crotch this for a multiple?
A millimeter this goes here, this goes here, 3. I don't think back 8's enough. Well, so that's what you keep thinking.
That was potentially a big mess. We'll see what follows up.
That's true too, eh?
4-3 Morozumi.
Come on.
6th end, Howard has hammer.
Come on, Dave.
Scott Howard's last coming up.
I really like this. I actually think that's for 3. It just has to punch this and go out. Well, I can throw peel on the nose. Everything goes. Yeah. Well, that's Tim's fault. Get that in the nose and these two count. No, peel really goes for 3. I like 2. I just want 2. You got to get this one. Hey, you don't think this goes?
So I think Lynn's point is they've got a difficult shot for 3. He's trying to sell them on the 2. 2 is huge here in the 6th end. Take the lead with 1 hammer each theoretically remaining.
I agree.
2's huge. Lynn wants to
I
make
like
sure
that.
he gets his
Scott?
2.
Like this was like board. Board to there. Try it,
And then just hope it goes over the top?
As long as it kicks back, that's going to move an inch and we get a 2 there. Right? It's this one. This misses this, we get 2. I think it might. No, a hair high. Hair enough. Okay, now how do we... Go this way, I think.
If you want somebody who's going to tell you how these angles are going to work, this guy's not bad.
Board.
Outturn, lightweight takeout attempt by Scott Howard. Tim is carving that thing over.
One.
Only for one.
Sir.
We'll be back in Barrie right after these messages. Stay tuned.
I came to Val Marie to see where my mother was born, and it turns out she lived along the Northwest Mounted Police Trail. So every morning, my mom would get up, and that's the view she would have. 70 Mile Butte. Named that because it's halfway between Wood Mountain and east end of Cypress Hills, and that's the police patrol line. And she will walk that line to school, to Val Marie, every day. What I know for sure is that whenever I need to step back and take a look at the bigger picture, this is where I come. Here, you can see more than 20 kilometers in every direction. I came for the homestead, but the butte brought me home.
We're back here in Barrie. 4-4 tie after 6 ends. Thanks also go out to Perry Marshall and the Barrie Curling Club. Also Jerry Gertz. Jerry didn't ask me to say that. We're tied at 4. Morozumi has hammer. The Howard rink is going to be working really hard to force Morozumi. And Morozumi will be looking for options to blank. So we could see Peel guard here, exchange of Peel and guard until we get a little bit later in the end and it's time to make a move.
Yes! Yes, I'm over that.
Howard cannot come in yet because then he risks Morozumi blowing up everything in the rings and achieving his blank. Here comes Tim March, throwing second stones for Team Glenn Howard, attempting a center guard.
Hold on.
Got it. No, it's hard.
He's got to keep that play out of the
I like one more.
rings for one more.
Four. Quite a bit more than you.
Just over.
Dave Mathers first.
Just over. Just over.
This is fine.
We're going to see another peel, and then Glenn is going to have to decide what to do. Next, after this peel.
Not. I think we could freeze. If they ever hit this and goal, let's hit 3. What are we gonna do? We can't break.
Stu sells Tankard. I'm going to say it's close to being in its 13th, 14th, 15th year, something like that. It's tremendous. What a great job that Stu Sankey does, supporting curling, many Stu sells events, sponsors many of the teams that are here. Look around, take a look around at a lot of these jackets on these open players, junior players out here. It's had a great impact on the sport, and we really appreciate Stu and his Stu Sells team.
かといってね、こっちも変なところに置けないんだよな。相手がワンか。
Morozumi making his way to the head. And now it's a game of angles.
Nice swing, he's good. He's good. Hey.
Howard's going to attempt to force
Don't let go.
or steal at best.
It's good. Real tight.
Flirt with the house.
Real tight. That's pretty good, Jake.
He's real tight. Really tight. You hear me right over his hand. Line's really tight. Tons. I thought. Hanging up the high. Oh, yeah. He's not. He's really good right there.
That overcurled a little bit. Morozumi going to make a play on that Redstone back forefoot, but he needs to avoid leaving a pocket back there. So he wants to kick that other yellow over a foot or two.
Certainly yellow. Look at where he pushes shit in front of the rock. What's he gonna do? That's all he's there. We're gonna.
No. You don't want to guard yourself, true, right? Like I'd hate to go like this. It goes off. Makes it go under. Right in the nose.
I think what Howard wants to do here is
No,
to
like a millimeter low.
own that top 8-foot area. Get rid of one yellow stone.
What?
We're never
And
getting that
spread
rock
these
up.
around so that
No, we hit
Morozumi's options are limited on skips first.
I was thinking normal. Right? I was thinking normal.
Nose will spread them out just a little bit. It's a battle for the front.
Yep.
This is really close. They're managing it in here.
That's really
Good.
seem to like it. Although I'm not sure how they're going to deal with Morozumi possibly getting a piece around this 3-rock stagger.
15.23 ぐらい。ちょっと深いから。
Let's listen in as the Morozumi rank discusses it.
Ready よ。ちょっとあるな。ちょっとある。
Guide this to the top.
ちょっとある。ちょっとあるよ。上とあるよ。7、6、7。あ、で。
And there is, I think,
nice.
a pretty good break. Scott Howard could tap that back lie shot, find a way to make a double for force, but I'm not sure there's a way to make a double there, so I think he'll be tapping this. Trying to make it difficult for Morozumi to score a multiple. So here's a draw for the 2 that Morozumi was looking for. So after fighting all the way back to tied from down 3-0 after 3 ends.
Okay.
The Glenn Howard rink has tied it. But Yusuke Morozumi has a draw for 2, attempting to take a 2-point lead after 7 ends.
同じ。
They like it a lot, and after 7 ends, Morozumi leads Howard 6-4. We'll be back for the 8th. We're back. I should be talking about this curling game, but man, I'd rather talk about those great sandhills of Saskatchewan. That was fantastic. Okay. Howard's down 2 with hammer. Morozumi put one into the forefoot. The expected corner guard from Glenn Howard. This rock may be coming a bit deep. I think they were looking for the center. We're going to have a double corner guard here. The Wizard of Winter with 2 perfect corners. Not bad. So the end is all set up and we're going to rock our way to some tense final stones here in this round robin matchup at the Stu Sells Tankard in Barrie. Thanks to the Barrie Curling Club and all the volunteers. They're terrific.
I see.
This is an interesting choice. That center guard didn't quite come up, might allow them to deal with those 2 rocks on the forefoot later.
So hard, just to do this. Normal.
Like to make this normal. Maybe get rid of 2 yellow stones and maybe stay around for a 3rd corner guard. They wanted to curl a little bit more.
All right.
Just had to hit that a little bit fuller. It's a good shot.
Yeah, 曲げま、そのまま。曲げたいけど、もう
Second
曲げたい、もう曲げたいな。
Shikuya.
Yes, yes, yes. もうちょい曲げ、もうちょい、もうちょい、もうちょい、もうちょい、もうちょい、もうちょい、もうちょい、もうちょい、もうちょい、もうちょい、
Trying
も
to
うちょい。
get that to
Nice.
move over to the center line. Left that top 8 rock exposed,
遅かった。
which gives an opportunity to deal with some yellows and roll behind the corner. Very critical now.
Round.
If you're going to score a 2 or a 3 in a situation like this, you're likely going to have to make a hit and near perfect roll at some point. Great shot by Tim. Yuto Matsumura, the third for Morozumi, with his first here in the 8th end. Howard has hammer, down 2.
Nice.
Nice shot. Glenn's going to come around that double corner now.
Nice. Nice.
Try to maybe even be shot stone here. Tim is on it, but it's on the guard. Morozumi may be in a good position to try to lock this one down. Vice's second rock.
Okay, yeah. Okay.
Looks like he wants to come around the lined up center guards, but remain about half open.
Go! 5-4! 4 ちょっとあるな、ちょっとあるよ。上げたい。上げたい。上げたい。上げたい。上げたい。
A little heavy, so they have to get off it. They have stopped in time.
Nice way.
Mather's trying to freeze onto the corner of that one. Tim March working hard. A lot of Dave's rocks have over curled.
Close.
This game.
Yep. Okay.
And they're working this in.
Good shot. Sit. Okay.
It's a fine shot. Really nice.
That's better.
Morozumi's going to come in. He is taking a look around to see what kind of shrapnel is over on the sides that Glenn might use later.
What? Oh, I was thinking running the corner, and I can make that.
Hi, Evelyn. Skips first. Yusuke Morozumi.
少し曲がりやすくなってるような感じがする。
ああ、そうね。OK。
あんまり弱いと意味ないか
ああ、
ら、できるだけロープに近い。
OK。OK。うん。OK。
As we get down to skip stones here in the 8th end
それぐらい。
at the Stu Sells Tankard in Barrie. Rolls off the guard.
Exactly.
Sit third. You gotta sit three or second through. I think so.
So how does Glenn manufacture two?
Yeah, I don't care about this. As long
Keep
as the
three in
shooter
play.
gets closer than this, I don't care. Oh yeah.
That run comes into here now.
You're going through. You're through the out turn.
Or you want to play the shot just like
Anything low is really good. Correct. Oh God, Scott, you almost miss it. Oh yeah, that's her for fun.
I was thinking just feather it though. Get it in here, leave this in here.
Like a corner rock comes right into here. I think so. I think so. Anything low, like even Scott. Well, I think it's harder. Oh no, like I'm thinking here. I don't think you can do that. You got to move this a little bit. You don't want to go this to here, do you? Because then they're sitting second, third. Well, that's sort of what we're doing. Okay.
Tricky end here. Let's have a look. Glenn knows what he's doing. He's played on TV before, I think. They're going to just try to nose this. Sit in front.
Yes! Yes!
And invite Morozumi to make a choice.
Gotta go. Go deep.
Great shot by Scott Howard. They own the top of the 4-foot. They've got options. They've got some rocks to run in.
I just wanted to get in.
That ran for a while, eh?
Well, yeah, it did.
The far one. Up the back.
I think Morozumi is going to guard this
No, the can's got. No.
intern tap.
Had to roll farther.
Trying to get ran straighter. No, anything left.
And try to limit the options
Yeah, true. True, but you had to get it in the rings, though.
that the Howard rink has.
Dead nuts, eh?
Well, so you can only see.
Thank you,
2/3
Stu,
of it.
for the beverage. Yeah, we're on. We're on,
I
man.
don't know.
No double there.
Two's good.
I still don't see two.
Well, you run this one
Morozumi
through.
throwing a guard
Run this one through.
to try to limit Gwen's options.
Tuck it. Don't tuck it.
Glenn asking for it to cut. A couple of
Cut for
choices.
two.
They can run that yellow back for their two. Do they have
I
an
don't know whether-
option over on the to run something in on the from the right side? Dave's looking at that.
I don't.
Glenn's first
You're
reaction
never gonna
was
bite the
to
forefoot, are you?
straight nose that yellow guard that was just thrown in order to score the two. Glenn would love to find a way to score three here.
And you got him enough weight to get this out. I think we got to run this. Right in the nose. Whatever you like. Normal?
Last shot of the eighth then. Scott Howard trying to run this Yellowstone straight back onto
Whoa!
his own red,
Dave!
knocking out the back four yellow.
Dave!
And they are
Dave!
carving it.
Whoa!
Very close. Perfect. Nice shot for two by Scott. Well managed stone, and we're going to an extra. We'll be right back.
We go up. Up. We are. Paul up there. Oh.
Hey.
Shot, Scott.
Thanks.
Glenn Howard's first. Tight guard, just off the center line, so Morozumi is going to attempt the tick shot. If that was on the center line, the tick would not be permitted. So it's important to try to grab a piece of that center line. Oh, it just picked. Just hit a footprint or something and picked. And they lost the opportunity to make that tick. Now I think what's going to happen here is the long center guard, they're going to want it just touching the center line. So at the same time they can guard the tight center, but not allow a tick on it. Not easy to throw these long guards just past the hog line. Looks like that has caught a piece of the center line, but they're going to have a look. Somebody get a credit card. So in a way, mission accomplished for Team Howard here as a result of that pick on Masaki Iwai's first rock. So now they're kind of forced to have to come around the center. And this game is moving to the middle of the rings where Glenn Howard wants to play it. Pretty good shot, maybe a little deep. Right to the freeze. So far the end shaping up for the Penetanguishene rink. Now Scott's working this one. Those guys that only have to brush 4 rocks should really be called on to do a good job when they have to. Double peel attempt here for Morozumi. Not a great result. He's left a center guard.
Yeah.
And also another pick right in that same spot. That's what they're looking at. I think he had that double peel close to being made. I was blocked out and everybody just sort of stood away from it. It picked, and another break for Howard. Bad break for Morozumi. It's possible that the Howard rink is just living cleaner. That's what I'm getting out of this so far. Saying their prayers and taking their vitamins, as Hulk Hogan used to say.
Keep going, Dave. Keep going. Keep going. Really set. Get back. Go, go, go.
Another attempted double peel. Yusuke wants to stay away from that out-turn side now. That funky out-turn side. No, he's going back to the out-turn. It's about the same path anyway. Second Shakuya makes one.
Tim just set it. Tim just set it back.
Glenn giving Tim a little
Dave.
bit of feedback on his last release, looking for a small adjustment.
What other option's that?
It's what the good players do. Pretty good shape. Glenn's looking for two options for later in the end. You don't have to be shot here, kids.
Whoa!
Dave Mathers.
Oh.
Scott holding it out there.
We're gonna wait. Bounce. Good
And
shot.
a bounce, and really nicely done. Morozumi has to deal with that rock. We're getting late in the end, so we're not going to see many guard peel trades coming up. Play is coming in soon. Pretty nice result on that double peel.
In.
Intern guard. Dave's second. So the third's second stone.
Long gone.
Not sure if Dave is having trouble with that rock, because we've seen some really get caught up. There's a chance here to get rid of everything on the forefoot. Yuto Matsumura gonna throw some weight at this.
Yes. Yes.
Even though he's a left-hander.
Go, 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 go.
He blasts it, and then you come around the corner. If you go.
Looking at the freeze to the top. They could go around the corner now. They could also go around to the back four. If you go to the back, you don't even have to be shot yet. But the run's pretty easy for those guys. So make the freeze pretty hard to make it perfect enough. But if they blast, you go around the corner. However, they're looking at a different possibility. They're looking at the fact that they can almost be shot rock, mostly buried. Then look for a mistake.
後ろジュニアか。
We're in Barrie. We're coming down to it in the extra end.
わかる。7割で。
Glenn Howard versus Yusuke Morozumi.
俺あんま変なこと言えないんで。
Morozumi with hammer.
そっちのね方が気になるけど。
Give on a nose. He. I like the point.
I just don't think he's going to miss it. He's not going to miss it. He feels the guard. The only other option is you'll hear. That's really hard though. I kind of like the freeze. I think.
Glenn says enough, we're playing
True.
my shot. Dead freeze, go around the corner on the second one if necessary to make Morozumi draw the 4-foot. Little light, little over curl. I think they may just peel that out of there. Peel it out, force the perfect hit and roll.
あとはドローのイメージの問題だと思うな。結構滑ってるアイスだからそのイメージがテイクの後に作るんであれば全然関係ないと思う。
Electing to peel. I don't think there's any reason for Morozumi to be cute here. Like I said, peel this out and you force the perfect hit and roll behind a long corner guard.
Okay.
Keep in mind there is the red kicker over on the 12 foot, so perhaps the
Yes,
roll does
yes,
not
yes,
have to be
yes,
perfect.
yes, 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 get it up. Okay.
Nice shot. Maybe he'd like to show him a quarter. Cut down the scoring area a little bit. You have the kicker. So if you just show him a little, he's going to have to draw anyway. So you might as well cut down the area to which he can draw. Rolled a little too far. It's going to make this draw a little bit easier. Just a little better than full 8 foot for the win on this draw by Yusuke Morozumi. Here at the Stu Sells Tankard in Barrie. It's been a great match. Howard fell behind early, but fought his way back, and we're in the extra. Here comes the draw. Let's see what the sweepers think of it. Have you got your stopwatch on it? Little heavy clean. Pretty good sign. Coming to rest, and it's a good shot and a win for Yusuke Morozumi and his ring from Japan over Glenn Howard. Thank you so much for being here. I hope you enjoyed it, and we'll see you real soon. I think Stuart Sankey is going to be taking over the commentating duties for this next draw, and we are looking forward to that one.